Last Saturday night, the trade in the NBA will go down. It's probably one of the most unbelievable, surprising trades in NBA history between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Dallas Mavericks. But I'm going to tell you the real reason why the Mavericks moved on from Luka Doncic. We'll unpack all that next here on the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Well, guys, last Saturday night in the NBA, the trade between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Dallas Mavericks will go down in history as the most shocking trade that we ever saw. Now, this comes on the reign of the Dallas Mavericks going to the NBA Finals. And you got a 25-year-old star in Luka Doncic that averaged 38-8 and took his team to the NBA Finals where they fell short against the Boston Celtics. And this guy is 25 years old. He's a generational talent, and he was the Mavericks savior. Ever since Dirk Nowitzki won his championship in 2011, the Dallas Mavericks brought in a star in Luka Doncic to put Dallas back on the map, and he has been Dallas's savior. He's brought a lot of excitement to the city of Dallas, and a lot of people are supporting the Dallas Mavericks and Luka Doncic. But last Saturday night, that changed everything. So last Saturday night, the Dallas Mavericks and the Los Angeles Lakers packaged up a deal to send Luka Doncic, Maxi Kleber, and Markieff Morris to the Los Angeles Lakers for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a 2029 first-round pick. Now, a lot of people said that the Mavericks could have got more in the deal, but see, this is what happened. The Dallas Mavericks got on the phone and reached out to the Los Angeles Lakers, and they initiated the trade. So basically what Nico wanted was an opportunity for the Dallas Mavericks to get back to the promised land. And they lost faith in Luka Doncic. Based on his injury history, there's reports out that Luka Doncic was never in shape, playing at 270 pounds. But if you're playing at 270 pounds and you're averaging 38-8, there's a lot of people in the league that should be playing at 270 pounds if you can average 38-8. Now, Luka Doncic is a special talent. Now, Nico has been on record to say that Anthony Davis puts him in a better position to win now. This is the same Anthony Davis that played for the Los Angeles Lakers, got a championship in 2020, and then after that has been injury prone ever since. And you're talking about a guy that's 25 years old and Luka Doncic versus 32-year-old Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis, as injury prone as he is, you know, he got the nickname Street Clothes, right? So what happened was Nico thinking that this is going to be the savior and this is going to get Dallas back to the promised land. And see, there's reports out now of this bashing about Luka Doncic's, conditioning, weight issues, and his injuries. But then also there's reports out saying that the reason why he was traded because he was coming up available for the Super Max, and they probably was reluctant to pay him the Super Max if they have given up all hope on Luka Doncic. So last Saturday night, man, it changed the history of the NBA, and Shams broke the news and everybody thought Shams was hacked. So let's take a listen to what Shams had to say on how this deal went down. Let's take a listen.
Did this deal materialize?
This deal materialized in the shadows. This came out of nowhere. This is maybe the most stunning trade, definitely that I've been a part of in recent NBA history, as far as it was never clearly out there. And you saw two teams in Rob Pelinka with the Lakers, Dallas Mavericks, Nico Harrison there, doing this deal. And I'm told Luka Doncic, Anthony Davis, LeBron James, the players, coaches, a lot of people on both sides with the Mavericks and Lakers had no idea. I can assuredly tell you it's a fact. LeBron James had no idea this was coming. Anthony Davis had no idea this was coming. I'm told Luka Doncic is still stunned about this trade. But when you look at the totality of what just occurred, Luka Doncic is a 25-year-old, like you said, mega star, perennial all-NBA player. He's someone that you think of as untouchable, as a guy that's never going to be traded. I'm told that the Mavericks actually approached the Lakers and offered Luka Doncic a few days ago in a trade. Very recently, the Mavericks went out. They knew exactly who they wanted. They wanted Anthony Davis. That's the player that if they were ever going to trade Luka Doncic, if this was even a thought that was going to cross their mind, it was for AD. And so the Mavericks called the Lakers, offered Luka Doncic, and that's when the Lakers had to huddle internally. They've never offered Anthony Davis ever in a trade. But if you're going to get offered Luka Doncic, that's when Jeannie Buss, Rob Pelinka, and that organization, they had to meet. And it's Luka Doncic at the end of the day. And they went out, and he's a 25-year-old player for the next decade. You can look at him as the face of your franchise. You gave up. And on the other side, with the Mavericks, you have someone who's 31. He's in the prime of his career. He wants to win a championship now, Anthony Davis does. And you pair him with Kyrie Irving, who he's friends with and close with. Jason Kidd coached him on the 2020 championship Lakers. Jared Dudley, there's other members of that coaching staff that he's very close with, and Nico Harrison he has a relationship with through Nike. So you take the curtains back and it makes a lot of sense in many ways. But this coming right now, it's the most stunning trade that I've definitely been a part of.
Shams, I got to backtrack for a minute here. Anthony Davis is 31. He's been in the league 12, 13 years. He's a superstar. But Luka Doncic is 25 years old. And a perennial MVP candidate who you could make a case has not even hit the prime of his career. Why move him?
I think a few factors. He's going to be Supermax eligible coming up in this upcoming summer, a massive extension. And we have seen Luka Doncic over the last few years deal with injuries. There's been a lot made about his conditioning and how he is. But that's something the Mavericks have had to manage and handle year after year. But at the end of the day, he is Luka Doncic. He is a stud in every way. And that's why it is certainly fascinating that the Mavericks ended up deciding to trade him. But this is clearly something that they feel Anthony Davis is better suited for this team to win a championship. They just lost Derek Lively for an extended period of time, potentially the next 3 months.
Now, you heard what Shams had to say, man. And, you know, what I get out of that is the Mavericks totally gave up on Luka Doncic, right? And now you're bringing in a 31-year-old Anthony Davis that's been in the league 12 years. You know what he gives you offensively. You know what he gives you on the defensive end, on the back end, help side defense, shot blocker. But as far as, you know, playing one-on-one defense out on the perimeter, you know, sometimes Anthony Davis gets lazy, but he's a great rim protector on the backside. If you have guys out there that are handling the ball and the pressure defense is put up on them and they get by them, that's when Anthony Davis is, you know, efficient. You know, he can come help. He can get the shots. He can block shots. But with Luka, you know, for the organization to say it was solely about his conditioning or not wanting to pay him the super max, now you got to look at Anthony Davis on the flip side, a guy that's been noted and it's been well documented about all the injuries that he has came across with the 6 years with the Lakers. This started in New Orleans before he got to the Lakers with the shoulder injury. So now he gets to the Lakers, and that was the big thing, his availability. When he wasn't available, that's what was causing the Lakers, because they were dependent on Anthony Davis solely to carry the load, and he just couldn't do it. There's been plenty of times that LeBron James wanted to give the keys to Anthony Davis, and Anthony Davis just never could shoulder the load because of the injuries, in and out of the lineup, and the inconsistencies that you had in the lineup, because Anthony Davis, you're not sure if he's going to be in the lineup. You're not sure if he is not going to be in the lineup. So to say that you're worried about a guy's conditioning, but he is available for you, and a guy that's always on the sideline in street clothes, and you turn your back on a 25-year-old generational talent like Luka. Luka is going to the Los Angeles Lakers to play with LeBron James and the rest of the crew. He's on Hollywood. Luka is built for Hollywood. Luka has showmanship. Luka has done some spectacular things in Dallas, but for Dallas to give up on Luka Doncic at the age of 25, that lets me know what kind of direction this organization wants to go in. And right now, if you have to ask me, they both got a good deal in the trade. But if you're going to ask me right now, the Los Angeles Lakers have a better team because of the move that they made today to get Mark Williams, sending out Dalton Knecht and Cam Reddish to get a bona fide 7'2" center that's averaging 16 points and almost 10 rebounds a game on 1.2 shot blocks. Also, he's shooting damn near 60% from the field. So that's helping you on the backside. And you know how Luka likes to play with these big, athletic, young, live bodies when he's going downhill for the lob. He likes that vertical threat. When Luka goes downhill, he likes the vertical threat. Now you put Luka and LeBron James in pick and roll action. Guys got to help out. Either LeBron's getting downhill or Luka's getting downhill, and you can roll and throw the lob up to the big man. Also, you know, the way JJ is scheming now, the defense, they're well connected and they're playing great ball. You know, ever since Anthony Davis went down with the abdominal injury, they went 5-1 on the Grammy road trip. A lot of, you know, people didn't expect the Lakers to win. They thought, how was they going to hold the fort down without Anthony Davis? Well, damn sure they holding the fort down. So the Mavericks gave up on Luka Doncic, man. Gave up on him too soon, man. Probably didn't want to pay him the max, had concerns about the conditioning. But Nico has come out and said that they're in a better position to win an NBA championship now. Luka took them to the NBA Finals last year. He just came up short. And to throw the towel in on Luka, and the reports out there now, the reason why they threw the towel in on Luka because of the conditioning and didn't want to pay him the super max. Dallas, man, you got to do better. But Luka is the Los Angeles Lakers now. Let's see how that's going to go for the Dallas Mavericks. And if you ask me, Los Angeles Lakers then put themselves in contention. So guys, let me know what you think about today's video. I see everybody in the comments section, #salute. If you're not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, turn your post notifications on so you know every time Simply Ball drops another hot banger, and we're going to catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Droppin' podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
That's all, folks.